She knows I'm talking about her. She's like, I can't make comment if you're talking about me. You're starting a grounding ritual to get into a comfortable place for the pet. So, dog bed, crate, bed, couch, comfortable spot.
We want to reduce sensory overload as much as possible. For some animals that are in tanks or cages, this will mean putting a blanket over their tank or cage, and that can help calm them as well.
If you can be as grounded and as centered as you can be, they really read and pick up on energy. But that works both ways, right? So you can boost your dog up and you can excite them up and you can also calm them down. So. Give them treats, play with them before. Yeah, get them nice and tired before the fireworks start.
It might seem counterintuitive to give a cat catnip prior to a stressful event like fireworks, but if you do this an hour or two prior, you can actually just use this time to tire them out by having some nice playtime. It's more difficult for them to remain stressed if they just don't have any energy left after playing.
So what Lily is trained in is something called grounding pressure therapy. It looks like a little hug right there. Oh. And this is, for me, it's for me. She's giving me pressure and trying to make me feel good. She's such a good dog. But, lay down. I can also do the same to her. I can give her pressure, grounding squeezes, little squeezes. Breathing with the dog. So good. Praising them. Lily likes kisses and I like kisses, so kisses are good. It's like slightly higher tone, nice and gentle. Low is very commanding and authoritative to dogs. Like, you've been a bad dog. But if I'm talking to her calm, soft voice. I really like to talk to dogs like they're 4-year-olds because they kind of have that emotional capacity to understand you. So, like, I try to explain, this is what's going on. It's okay. We're not in danger. I'm here for you. Slow touches, gentle, firm touches. I'm gliding down the length of her main body to just squeeze and gently press. Yeah. Even just a paw, right? Not that part of the paw, that is a dominance thing. But the arm, right? The arm, especially when they're laying down. Exactly what I want her to do. She's going onto her side. So you want to encourage her, your dog. There you go. Oh, that looks great. You want to encourage them to be on their side, to be calm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and reward calmness. So starting with treats while they start calm. So I would give her a treat now, be like, oh, so good. She's so calm. And name the behavior. Why? What is she doing right now that is so good? She's being calm. She's melting. Yes, and that's so good. Yes. Oh. So yeah. This spot is also a really good calming spot. Their ears hold a lot of like tension, so you'll see her melt when I like rub her ears.
While every pet is different, there are some spots that are commonly comforting across many pets. For cats, if you rub the section between their two eyes, often called the third eye, right on their forehead, that can be incredibly soothing, as we see here. Behind and around the ears is also a popular spot among many pets. You know your pet best, so if there's some kind of touch that they don't normally like, it would be best not to try it here. If your pet does not like to be touched, then you should refrain from touching them, especially when they're stressed. Some companies do make compression vests for cats and dogs to aid in comforting them during stressful events like fireworks. However, the price can sometimes be a little bit steep.
But we're also going to show you how to make your own little thunder vest with the towel, let's say. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to lay the the um the blanket over the towel over her, and just sort of tuck one side. So good. But just like I put it on top of her, I'm going to put it right here where she was. And now I'm going to ask her to lay down on it. Lay down. Now, she's a good dog, and so she will lay down where I want her to. But even if your dog is not a good dog, just get it somewhat underneath them and just shift it underneath them. Oh, it's okay. Lay down. It's okay. They may get a little, look, she's always sassy, so she's like, I don't understand, why are we doing this? Why are you putting on this? Yeah, but now we're in the calming space, but we made her lay on the thing before it started. Now, now that she's laying on it, we have one side available here, one side available here. What we're going to do is just wrap this side, the shorter side, around, and the longer side up around. So there's you want to try to get a shorter, longer. So this is not, it's no system's perfect. So what I'm gonna do is shift it underneath. You stay, stay. But see, they're very sensitive to these things. So you want to do it nice and slow, as calmly as possible. And what I'll just do is I'll take that. Oh, and I'll tuck her in. I'll tuck it into the other. So now this isn't even too tight. Like, it's just a little thing. But even a little bit is a little bit of compression. It's a little bit of pressure. It's a little bit of compression. So that's also what dogs sort of, I think, do in the wild. They like sort of lounge on each other and lay on each other and stuff. So Lily's definitely used to doing that. So
here I'm tying a long sleeve shirt around Pelusa. In this case, I didn't tie it like a harness because he wouldn't have liked that. So I just tie a loose tie on top of him, and it's compressing him ever so gently. Use what you have. You could also consider using a blanket or a scarf, just as long as it's wrapping them without actually being restrictive to their movement.
You can put a little bit of like lavender, like soak it in a little bit of lavender, or any other sort of like herbs like that. The towel, so that it has a
Some plants and herbs that are not poisonous to humans can be toxic to cats and dogs, so use caution when implementing an herbal supplement with your pet. A general rule of thumb to go by would be to use a more diluted form of an essential oil such as lavender or chamomile when applying it to your pet. Do not apply it directly to their skin, but rather dilute it with water or another carrier oil to spray in the area or in a diffuser as long as it is diluted and not directly in contact with your animal. A little goes a long way, but you should definitely consult your vet if you're concerned about the toxicity of any plants or supplements. One easy DIY room spray would be to place chamomile tea into a spray bottle and gently spritz it through the room. Store-bought options include products such as Box Rescue Remedy, which is a supplement that you place into your animal's water, Comfort Zone wall infusers, which are made to imitate cat pheromones to help keep them calm, and calming treats, which are made for all kinds of animals and often feature hormones such as melatonin to also aid in relaxing.
The chest out to the other limbs, but being aware if their paws are sensitive, they won't want you to have your hands long on the paws. So like a little massage. Right, they're beings and they need respect and they need care just like anybody else. Yes, I love you so much. Yes, I do. You're so good. Yes, you are.